You're now tuned in to Thoughts of a Black Sheep. And guess what? I got some thoughts. All right. I want to talk about guns. Like, man, people don't, in my opinion, this is only my opinion, okay? Everybody getting these guns because of the spirit of fear. This is my opinion, because I keep saying it's my opinion. Let me turn it up. I keep saying it's my opinion because, ouch, people get very, very, very upset when you say, like, you know, people get guns or people kill people because they're afraid or whatever. The ones that have guns, they get offensive. Well, not offensive, they get defensive. And I believe people just don't understand the science of everything. Like, do you realize the reason a weapon like that was made? First of all, it started in China. Think about that. But the reason it was made is because some people could not defeat these other people without help. They couldn't defeat the person. You understand what I'm saying? They was afraid to go and fight these people straight up, or however they fight, or will use whatever they use. They couldn't do it. They was afraid to do it. Out of fear, these people had to figure out a way to create something to destroy some other people. Time went on, they come up with an automatic pistol to hurt something. Now, after people start seeing, like, witnessing people being killed, shot in front of them, they like, oh no, I need to get me one. Because of the spirit of fear. They have to get a gun, and they'll say it's to protect myself. They don't understand that fear has gripped them. You have to protect yourself with this gun that was created, and you have to think about it. Everything comes from a spirit. There is an entity over everything. Like, if you got guns, or let's just say maybe that's the entity, maybe that's the Grim Reaper, who knows, because it's dealing with death, but it's an entity over that. And once you how to put it, let's say you touch, like they be showing in different movies and stuff, like cursed objects. Once you touch an object, now you connected to that entity. That entity now have access to you through something that was made as a sacrifice tool for the entity, if you can understand what I'm saying. But it's a spirit of fear that has gripped you. And I know people gonna say, you know, how they put it, they'll say about wisdom, you know, but God gave you wisdom, and they'll say you better get you one, stuff like that, because you have to get you one. And I'm not saying not to get you one. I'm just talking from a spiritual perspective right now. That's on you. That's your business if you feel you need to get one. I'm not, you don't know if I have them. I'm just talking. So once you grip it, that object, okay, now you're connected, but it's a spirit of fear that's connected. And you know, like in the scriptures, it says how, you know, you live by the sword, you die by the sword. A lot of people are living by the gun. They don't believe they living by the gun, but they put their faith and they trust and their safety. They base it off of their gun. They have their gun with them, they safe. They feel like they ready for anything. I don't know if I can explain it correctly. It's spiritual. You putting your faith and trust into this man-made. Well, it's not really man-made. It's a ritual tool. That's what it is. And you put your faith and trust in that. And a lot of them, they say they Christians. A lot of them say they Muslims. A lot of them, say they have a higher being that they believe in, that they worship. So I guess for their protection, they decide, for my protection, I'm not gonna trust whoever or whatever I believe. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put my faith and trust in this tool right here. That's come with a limited supply of bullets. That's manufactured by the same enemy, and I'm talking about as dealing with melanated people. It's made by the enemy of us, the same ones that want to destroy us. It's like they giving you the tools that we use. So now you're a part of you coming into our war now. This you ain't using whatever power you supposed to have, whatever could happen. I remember when what's his name, Minister Louis Farrakhan said that he sent that storm to Florida, and if something was to happen to him, like if he died, like something would happen. And I was listening to him, and man, I understood what he was saying, because it's the same thing. Like, let's say these melanated people, they never picked up the enemy's tool. They never started using what the enemy put together to destroy them. If they never would have did that, what if when they come to attack, when they come with their weapons, then we can really see what it means that no weapon formed against us shall prosper. And when they come with their weapons, since we haven't touched the tools of the devil, something happens. And we get to really see some power. We get to really see why people are really after us. People really want to destroy us. People really got a conspiracy to make the world hate us. I don't know. I be thinking about stuff like that. But that was just, a lot of my thoughts. That's what this is anyway. But back to what I still believe about the guns. I'm telling you, it's a spirit of fear that grips people. One way or the other. If they start hearing about people, a lot of people around them getting shot, if somebody too close to them gets shot, I'm telling you, they feel like they have to get a gun. Now, let me tell you the trip part about when a so-called melanated person get a gun. The first thing when they get a gun, when they gotta get a gun, they get the thought, you know what they getting it for? In their mind, or they can say it out loud to their people or whoever it is, and everybody know I'm not finna tell no lie when I say this. They'll say, man, they getting that gun, it's gonna always be for a nigga. They gonna be like, man, I wish one of them niggas would. Man, you let a nigga do this. Man, I'm getting a gun for them niggas. Get that iron for them niggas. Man, I got the rod for them niggas. It's always for them niggas. And you've been trained to, when you hear the word niggas, it's automatically related to so-called black people. And you don't know how like subconsciously played y'all being. We being. I can't say y'all. We being. Because this tool that we using to so-called protect ourselves is a tool that was used, that was created ritualistically. Y'all, I'm telling you, don't believe that this magic and all this stuff is really being put out here, but it's evidence. I could see it. You could see it. All you have to do is look at that. Man, I ain't getting to that. It's out here. I might show y'all. It's on cars. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. That's, man. Whew. All right, so the guns is just a ritualistic tool, and when you pick that tool up, it's already cursed. It's a curse. They say they put out there, a bullet has no name, and I'm telling you, say, bruh, I don't know if maybe a bullet don't have a name, but that gun do. For some reason, these guns make it around to whoever it need to make it around to for a murder to happen. You can have a gun, and you can be a registered user. You have your gun, and you, for whatever reason, you just, you get tired of gun, and you go sell the gun to a pawn shop or whatever. You get rid of the gun. That gun start traveling. It start going around. Sooner or later, that gun will be used, and somebody, depending on the type of gun it is, if I'm really more talking about, like, the guns that people use in the streets, not hunting rifles. Most of them gonna be used to shoot animals, but they practicing on animals, really, a lot of them. But that gun gonna go around. It's gonna make it to wherever it need to get to. That's why, how a lot of guns get stolen? Like, man, you can't believe your gun got stolen. How they got me? You know what I'm saying? It was supposed to get got. That gun was supposed to be used for a purpose. And it's like once somebody decide that they need a gun to protect themselves, now the cycle has, like, it came to them now. Now it's gonna make its way around to you, because you live by the sword, you die by the sword. We don't use swords in this era. It's guns. So you live by the gun, you die by the gun. Whatever you live by, you die by. That's what they say. And it really makes sense, because it's evident, like, the people the ones that's actually in these gangs, in this street life, that's living by the gun, they living by that code. And the gun is part of their code. You living by it, you gonna die by it. That's just how it go. And it's like everybody being played to live by the gun. You live by it, you gonna die by it. That's just how I see it, man. It's fear. That's why everybody grab a gun, because of fear. The first people that got the gun was because of fear. They was afraid to face whoever it was they was trying to face. They was afraid to face them straight up. Fear. That's just my opinion, though. This been Thoughts of a Black Sheep. I'm out.